Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Roving with the Arts here on KSJE in Farmington, New Mexico. My name is Mick Hess, and today I'm going to have a rather lengthy interview with two local pastors, Megan Culip, who is the current minister at First Presbyterian Church here in Farmington, and Rebecca Morgan, who was the former interim pastor at that same church. And we're going to talk about their feelings about music and religion and how the two meet and things that are important to them as ministers. So let's get started with that, and I hope you enjoy this rather informal conversation with these two great women. Sitting in the studio today with me are two reverends. It's kind of like the three tenors, but we have the two reverends. One is Megan Culip, who is the current pastor at First Presbyterian Church on Dustin Avenue, and Rebecca Morgan, who was the previous interim reverend at First Presbyterian. So welcome, first of all, let me say that, and I'll ask you each to just say a few words about yourselves, and here you go. We'll start with Rebecca.
Hi, Mick. It's really nice to be here. It's always a joy to be on San Juan College campus, and particularly in this studio. I'm happy to be here. I'm enjoying collegial relationship with Megan and opportunity to talk about one of our favorite subjects.
What is this, what?
Worship and its place in our culture and in our desperate need for meaningful worship.
Well, since this program is mostly about music, I thought we would focus today on your thoughts and interests in music in not just contemporary, well, it's contemporary in the sense that the services are happening now, but how it maybe relates to music from an earlier time too, which you both agreed earlier that music is extremely important in the church service of today. Megan, introduce yourself, please.
Sure. Long-time listener, first-time interviewee of Mick Hess. So glad to be here. Thanks for having me. I am with Rebecca on enjoying a collegial friendship and also in talking about worship. And I would say there are a few things that I enjoy always and forever in life. And one is serving the good Lord and the other is the rock show. So these are my two favorite things all in one package.
And you're right here today telling us about it. I think that's great.
Yeah, music is the only thing you don't have to tolerate in life. You know, we got to tolerate other people. We got to tolerate other viewpoints. We got to tolerate traffic, tolerate eating vegetables. But we never have to tolerate music, right? I can play whatever I want, and it's guaranteed to give joy. It's almost as good as substances.
Wow, boy, that's a whole. We could have another program about that one sentence. Well,
sorry, give an inch.
No.
I'm gonna take a mile.
This is a freewheeling thing here. Prior to you two coming in, Glenn Perica was also here, and Glenn was one generation before Rebecca at the Presbyterian Church for maybe 8 years, I think, something like that. And he obviously had some very important things to talk about music as well. So I'm going to start with a question that you can both answer in some form or another, and that is, why is music important to you and to your service? And I use your service in the sense that you guys are the boss when it comes to the church service in the Presbyterian, as long as you're hired, as long as they pay you and haven't fired you. Okay, you're the boss. So I'll start with you, Megan.
Sure. Yeah. So for me, music, so I'm a thinker first and foremost. Some people, I think, process information first with their feelings and then they think about it. And that doesn't mean, those people are equally as intelligent. And then there's people that process information primarily through their heads and then it somehow gets down to the feeling area. And I think for me, music easily accesses my feelings when other things cannot, when words cannot, when those types of logic-based communication can't. Music gets down there and gets me. And so for me personally, in my personal religious life, music has always mattered. In fact, I'd say that music was the thing that helped